Hi everyone, I'm Ken. I've gone caravanning. In today's episode, we're going to be swapping out our Itechworld 120X Pro battery with a ITECH120X Pro Bluetooth battery. So we have three batteries in our system, 360 amps. We have two inside and one outside. We're going to be swapping our outside one out today. So we'll open the box. We have the user guide there. The battery comes well protected when it comes. It takes about 10 days to get to your house. I think this came in about 8 days. So that was pretty good. It's in perfect condition with no problems. Just stick it down there. Okay. Now the first thing we're going to do today is I've already had a bit of a look through the manual. It doesn't talk much about the Bluetooth, but at the end of the book there's a scan code so you can download the app. So we have a Samsung Galaxy phone, so we're going to be downloading that from the Play Store. So you can look it up there or just scan in there. So let's give that a go, right? Okay, here we go. I can see there, hit the QR code. Click here if not redirected. It's redirected. Up comes the Itechworld icon. We hit install. 91% installing now. So that hasn't taken too long. Shouldn't be too much longer now. So we're not on Wi-Fi here, so that's come straight off the phone. Okay, so we'll open the app. Here it comes up, Itechworld. You need to give some permissions, so we can continue, allow. It's loading the app. And there we go. Okay, the second part of that is your scan code. So right on the top out there, there's an icon. You tap that icon, scan the code. It's loading that battery. And there we go. So can you see that there, Julie? We'll have a closer look in a minute, but it's got the battery there. Let's turn it on. Okay, so it's telling me the battery is 95%, has 128.25 amp hours, 13.31 volts, and it's not drawing any current. Yeah, so, and it's 21.4 temperature Celsius. So we're just going to put the multimeter on that before we do anything else and just see how that's going. So it says 13.31 there. So we'll have a bit of a look. Can you see that, Julie? Reading 13.30. So that's pretty close, I would say. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to, we go across to the control center and you can hit those buttons, charge, isolate. So we isolate the charge and the discharge. So come back over here now and you can see there, charge isolation on, discharge isolation on. So that's, so as I'm hooking that up, that should keep that fairly safe for me. Okay. I'm not going to bore you with the details here, me changing, getting down under there and changing it over. So I'll get down there now, I'm going to swap them out, and then once I've done that, I'll get back to you and we'll have a look at the app and what it's telling me, and then we'll have a look inside when we're using some amps and different stuff inside, and we'll see how that's comparing to what's on the screen here. So let's do it. We'll see you after I've fitted it. Okay, we're back everyone. So we've fitted the battery in, the new Bluetooth battery in. It's all been wired in. I've reconnected the batteries inside and switched the isolators back on for the solar panels. So everything is still working. So we'll have a quick look here now just to make sure it's all going on the app. So here we go. It's now showing at 13.38 volts, current 2.5 amps. Status charging. I think that's the batteries are equalising off the two batteries inside. So, and it's sitting at 95%. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go inside and we'll have a look at what the monitor's doing it. We'll turn on the inverter and see how many amps are pulling out of here. We'll have a look at turning the battery isolation off and on and all those kinds of things. So yeah, let's have a look at that. All right, so we've set all that up now. We're going to come in and we're going to compare that and have a look at that to my BM Pro Trek screen and my ITECH screen against the Bluetooth app of the Itechworld. So we'll just start that up. Okay, so what that's saying there is it's still saying I got 95%, 3.39 volts, and that's saying 3.5 and 3.3. It says it's charging at 1.49 amps and the temperature is 23.7. So what I envision has happened is the charging is charging all three batteries at the same time, but we're only monitoring that one battery from inside the battery, so which is showing that we're charging at 1.68 amps, and we'll do some further testing on that. So we're going to turn some lights on now and see how we go. There is already a couple of lights on, but we'll turn a few more on. It's gone to standby, so it's not charging at all now. All right, let's turn something else on. What we're going to do is we're going to turn the inverter on, and then I'm going to turn the air conditioning unit on. So the inverter is on. Turn the air conditioning switch on, that powers up the whole van. Hit the aircon. Aircon starting up. This will take a little bit to get going straight away now. It's gone to discharging. Temperature 23.8. The volts 13.37. We've set the temperature at 23. I'm going to lower that a bit so that it does a little bit of work. So let's do that. Okay, so now it says discharging at 0.93 at the moment. This one says discharging at 3.8, that one at 3.6, and that would be because now this one's gone to discharging at 0.93 to 1.84, and that would be because it's drawing out of all three batteries, but we're only monitoring on Bluetooth the one outside. So as you can see, that's starting to rise now as the air conditioner kicks in. 8.6 amps discharging. Now if we wanted to from there, we could totally isolate that battery. We go to the control center and we could go discharge, turn that off there, go back to the main control. We're now pulling 0 amps out of that battery, and it will be running off our other two batteries from inside. I'll turn that back on. That's off. Back to there, and the current now has dropped up to about 25 amps withdrawing, discharging, and as you can see up on mine up here, it's saying it's taken out 55 to 6. So it's now drawing out of that. This is only what's inside that one battery. It's taken out of that at the moment, not the three combined. Alrighty, I'm going to turn that air conditioner off now. The sun's pretty low in the sky, but hopefully we'll get some charge still going in. So I'll turn the aircon off. That'll slowly come down. Alright. I'll turn all the lights off. Everything's now off. We're now charging at 1.02 amps. It's taken a little while to catch up. And temperature 24.1. Now if we wanted to there, we could stop it charging, charge isolation, stop it, come back here. There's now no power going in, no power going out. Back to the control center, and on, back to the main menu, we have current 1.21 amps charging. Temperature 24.2. Okay, that's all we're going to do today. We just wanted to have a quick run through. Obviously that's not very technical, but we just wanted to show you what it looks like on the app. It means we can be outside and have a look and make sure everything's all right. That's our main battery, that's where everything's connected to. So as long as it's got some voltage in it, I'm pretty happy and I know that everything's all right. I can see what it's charging. It's all good. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.